Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Being chased out left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now they try the right side here. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And they'll go on the ground. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Aguayo's kick is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Finding time. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Okay, let's hit the analytics side here. 3rd down, passing situation. You know most people got to dial up some sort of pressure.
And they did, and they got to him while he was in the pocket.
In that situation, you know as a quarterback, they're coming. You've got to be able to stand in there firm and make a throw.
Here's Kevin Huber now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Landry now on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 1st down, Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. Here's Breeze. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Breeze going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vontez perfect. In there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And wow, fortunately he was able to get it back, but it's left his guys in a bit of a hole here. They're backed up deep to start this drive. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. They come out here in the eye. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here's Bernard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Breeze to throw on 2nd. Now Breeze lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And he's able to put it through. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Landry. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now this offense ready to head back out there. One receiver left, two to the right. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. To throw, it's Breeze. Throwing right, and that's complete. 9 yards on the play and a first down. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back. In that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know, just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll come out in the pistol. Passing, it's Dalton to the left side here for Eifert. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. From midfield here, Dalton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Another pistol look here. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now back out comes the offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they rattle off a big one. And even 40 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out. Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Breeze is looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?